Hi, welcome back to the channel. My name is Damien Calvin from White Mountain Property. We're a real estate agency here in Bucharest and we have another office in Brasov. Today I'd like to talk to you about the method as an owner, as a landlord, of finding a good agency and how best to work with that agency. There are essentially two types of transaction. There's those that operate exclusively, where they operate only for the owner, only for the landlord, they commission only one half. And then those that act as intermediaries where they charge both parties. Or some agencies like ourselves use both practices depending on the client's requirements or wishes, let's say. The main difference between the two is, of course, that one tends to charge a slightly higher commission and they only charge one party, and then the other half, of course, charge both parties, and it tends to be a smaller percentage, maybe 3% from the seller and 1% from the buyer, or 2 and 2 and so on. It's a flexible range, and it's a point of negotiation. Depending on how much investment is required by the broker, what sort of resources they're going to need to sell your house. Being a real estate broker, I can tell you from 14 years here in Romania doing this job, requires quite a lot of investment every single month. You've got marketing costs, you've got transportation costs, you've got networking costs, and so on and so forth, and all of that is a year-round cost. Ideally, what you're looking for is an agency or an agent with a good reputation. So, and again, even if the agency has got a good reputation, you're looking for the individual broker and what's their reputation, what's their network, how connected are they, what's their specialism. Look for their niche, what is their expertise, how many years have they been in the domain, which sections of the domain do they cover best, what's their connections, what are their collaboration networks. Because often a good real estate broker will have a wide circle of other agencies they collaborate with to get you, the client, faster results. You're looking at things like what is their approach to listing? How is their, maybe it's a bilingual advertisement in Romanian and English language. What's the quality of their photography? Do they use videos? Do they use a banner on the property? Where do they advertise? And these sorts of tools. Do they have a LinkedIn profile? Do they have a Facebook page? How is their website? How up to date is it? And so on and so forth. And also, of course, key is the testimonials that go with that. And you can find those on Facebook, you can find them on their website, on Google Maps and so on. So it's very important to take some time to drill down to that level first and find out who you're working with. Once you've done that, you've narrowed it down to a list of recommended names, maybe from friends or colleagues that give you advice on who to talk to. You then need to try to form a relationship, try and form a bond and offer your fidelity. You'll get much more from a broker if they feel that you're committed to them and that their time invested in this, which can be very significant, is not lost or not wasted. Maybe you sign a fidelity contract, an exclusivity contract or whatever. It's very important for you to demonstrate, to get the most from your broker, that you're absolutely committed to this process. Once you've done that, then you will have an idea of the price, or the broker will have an idea. By one means or another, you'll determine whatever is the correct market price for your property. You can do that by comparison, you can do that by having expert evaluators, you can do it even from the cost of construction from the ground up. You can literally calculate the cost of land, of the construction, of the interior, of the furniture, the finishings, and the architect costs and so on. And by one means or another, you will determine the price that's right for your property. Try to examine whether the broker's got experience in that, has had past transactions in that kind of thing, or if not, have their network got access to that experience, because this will play a key role for you. And their visibility on the marketplace, of course, how easy are they to find, how easy is their website to use, how easy is it for incoming clients to find your property, either on their own site, or some very good agencies don't have websites, they use only external portals. Some of my best competitors don't actually have websites. So it doesn't necessarily mean, it's not necessarily a bad thing, but their visibility, of course, is absolutely key. Or their network. It might be that they have a little black book with a list of waiting clients. So that's another approach as well. So web visibility is only one consideration. So once you've done that, you then want to press your broker to send you copies of the links. Any links that exist to your property, you want to see them, check through them. Have they captured the magic of your property? Bear in mind, they might have a whole wealth of properties to be dealing with at the same time, or they might have enough time to dedicate only to yours, but it doesn't mean they've got the creative skills to express your property in its best light. Have they mentioned the nearby facilities, the amenities, the schools, the transport? the fact that it's quiet at weekends or quiet in the evening, or the area is clean. These are all key details, because ultimately, typically, real estate is an emotional purchase. So whoever buys your property will buy it because it feels right, and you need to do everything you can to make sure your broker has captured the emotional value of your property. And then once you've done that, simply keep in regular contact with your broker every week, every 2 weeks, ideally face-to-face or a video conference, but at the very least a phone conversation regularly every 7 to 14 days, and to see how your property is doing out there in the marketplace, whether there's been any responses. It's important not to leave a property on the market for extended periods of time, because people can see the history of a property and whether the price has changed. There are various websites that show you that information. It's very important to come to the market on price, or close to being on price, not plus 20% with room for negotiation, but as close to the point as possible, because, as I say, clients can see that, and once it's been on the shelf for too long, then it's very difficult. We call it in the trade burning the property. Once the property's burned, it's very difficult to draw any real interest. Everybody has a big question mark, why is this still available, and so on. So try to come in with a good advert, good quality pictures, good quality description, all the tools available, banners, videos, premium advertising, and of course advertising on all the portals, and perhaps even on social networks. This can also work, and of course with the broker's own network, be that in LinkedIn or in internal closed groups. And so it's very important that you come with impact, come close to the right price, and you've got a broker that's focused on your property and you're in regular communication with them. If you've got any questions, you can find me easily on our website, whitemountain.road. At the top of the website you'll find my phone number and email address. You can drop me a line anytime, send me a WhatsApp message. I'll be more than happy to help you and guide you. I hope you find this video useful. If you do, please like and subscribe, and we look forward to seeing you in future videos.